welcome back, fellas and fellows. So we're gonna start with Dad's in here. Back on the Rich train tomorrow. We'll be back for more reviews, but we'll do some berry content tomorrow. I haven't done berry in a long time. This one's for good old dick220. Now, I gotta take a puff of my inhaler. You know something we just don't have. So Rich, this is a couple days ago. This is like 3 days ago, 4 days ago. Listen to how Rich talks about this shit. Just listen to everything. He would be a pedophile, but he ain't got time for that. That's what exact words here. Him saying one near my 7-year-old talk, or my 6-year-old talk, is not weird, not pedophile-ish. A guy that drives a bus can't be a pedophile. That's what he says here. Don't know why. Like, and then he like justifies it, and then he stops justifying it to go back and re-justify it. Well, most people are like, look, I'm not that. Not keep trying to beat it in your head that they're not that unless there's some suspect shit behind it. So let's get into that. So when Dad gets back in here, we'll get cracking.
Yeah, there's a couple things I want to add. First of all, no realtor alive is going to tell you don't have to make your mortgage payments.
We'll get into that in the next video.
Okay. On this video then?
Yep.
Listen, most pedophiles put themselves in a position where they work around children, where they can be around children. Google it. In this, you never hear Rich say, listen, he's suspicious. I'm not saying he is. I'm saying he is suspicious as fuck by the way he talks. I mean, most people would just say, man, that ain't me. That's immoral. And let it alone. But this motherfucker goes on defending on, he ain't got the time for it. He keeps defending it and talking about, like, I drove a bus here, I worked in this school corporation here. Yeah, you're right. If you was a pedophile, you would put yourself around kids. Think about it. Priests, preachers, Bible study fucking teachers, bus drivers. I can pull up right now, do a Google search, teachers, do a Google search on pedophile bus drivers, dude, and a list just pops up. I mean, janitors at schools.
Which was a janitor too.
Come on, man. I mean, you make yourself sound suspicious as fuck, Rich.
You're not smart, Mr. Bitch. You really
Nobody spins your words. We show your video, listen to your words, and then we talk on your words. They're your words. Nothing's cut, edited.
So let's see. I'll be taking my bedroom furniture.
What's this?
Be taking the end tables that are in the living room. I want to get some normal couches or something. I don't want that hippie shit in my house, my new place. There is a recliner. That's in the.
What's wrong with hippies, Rich?
The game room. That's gonna go with
Eric Cartman. Oh, here it goes.
All right. What are you talking about? No, not the way you think. And not the way that guy was thinking. No way in hell.
Oh, yes, way in hell, Rich. You said it. I'm using your words. You said it. A 55-year-old man won't dare a 6-year-old talk.
People like that take words out of context and twist it around to fit their needs. It's not the way it was meant.
I don't need it to fit in my needs at all. I just speak facts and you just can't handle that shit.
He knows very well what was meant. He just decides to play.
You wanted to hear a 55-year-old fucking old-ass man wanted to hear my 6-year-old boy talk.
Play that game, that's all. And I'm not going to play it here, so forget it. I'm not here to talk about them. This is not their life, this is mine. Even though they like to record because they've got nothing better to do with their time. They take pieces of my damn live streams and they post it to their pages. They can't think of anything constructive to do by themselves.
My 1,200 other followers on the channel would say otherwise.
Right.
My 900 some views on painting under hood of that Valiant say otherwise. But That's besides the point. My 10,000 views on my short the other day. That's besides the point, though. You know, numbers are nothing. I do want to say something though. Hey, Rich, what happened to the Austin Bastovich channel? You ready to change that shit right back? What's up, homie? Buddy? Pal? What happened? Huh? All the posts about me are deleted. It's okay, I got him, saved his record. And then you want to talk about stealing people's contents and stealing all this other bullshit, right? You stole, whatever, Caitlyn Jenner, Kylie Jenner, whatever the fuck their name is, this thing. And what's wrong with transsexuals, Rich?
Right, I mean, you're just a well-rounded bigot, ain't you, bud? I mean,
act like there's something wrong with it. Well, what's wrong with the LGBTQ, Rich?
So they got to steal from others.
Again, you stole from that Bruce Jenner or whatever.
It's just like condensed.
Oh, it's Arizona fucking sweet tea is condensed. Looks like a Goodwill in the back of your fucking Jeep, just saying.
What are you, one of their followers, James? He must be, because otherwise you wouldn't have known that.
Hi, James. How you doing, buddy?
and what do you mean one of their followers? What do you
I
mean?
don't think you would have said it like that either.
Yeah, I mean, what do you mean? I mean, so you act like it's a big secret or something. I mean, all you gotta do is listen, watch your video, and listen to you talk. I mean,
Okay, one more thing I want to point out. Why? How am I? Say it what way? A 55-year-old man, old ass man, looking like fucking a planet, looking ass, wanted to hear my 6-year-old kid talk.
when he was playing you in the video, it's a
Yeah.
thing. I mean, he was playing you in the video.
He stuck his tongue out at you. Well, I mean, while I was recording. You can plainly see him. Like, fucking, even if you clicked on it, you could see him in the background. That's what makes you suspect as fuck. And people are seeing it. Oh, now he's mad. Fat Albert's mad.
All of them, you're getting the real wrong story completely.
Oh, you're getting the right story because I show facts.
No, it's your words, dude.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Moron sitting there trying to call me a pedophile. Really?
Listen to this
What are
shit.
you, crazy?
If the shoe fits, wear it.
You're awful suspicious, buddy, and you keep harping on it. So, I mean, you keep making up excuses, but none of the right reasons. You're making up excuses, not reasons why. You know, it's illegal. I don't want to go to jail. I don't have time for that.
That's what he's getting at. That's the next step that they're moving to. That's how pathetic they
No,
are.
you called yourself pedophile, Rich. I personally said you were suspicious. The way you talk is suspicious. The way you act is suspicious.
No, I want to say this.
No, I've never once. Listen, nobody at Poor Man's Speech Shop has ever said Richie bitch is a fucking pedophile. Nobody here has ever once made that claim, Rich.
Now, I want to say something about, hey, Dad, when you work on cars, do you want to have rings and necklaces and shit on?
No, most of the time, that's why most mechanics don't really wear a wedding band when they're at work. Or,
So that's Dad's, right? My auto shop teacher, if he saw you with rings on, if you had long hair, it was put up, out of the way. You were to have long hair.
because I worry about, I constantly stress on getting my hair caught in a fan belt or something like that. So, because I chopped off two of my own damn fingers. So, I can just see me getting scalped. Austin got his long hair caught in the fucking bench grinder.
They got us worn out.
Yeah, thank God the brush was worn out of it because it stopped the grinder, but it drug him down to it.
But anyways, my shop teacher would have fucking gave, for what Rich says, my shop teacher would have gave him a fucking field day from the shit he says to how he dresses and acts. You won't last 2 seconds in a high school auto shop. I don't give a fuck. Wearing them rings, you're asking for trouble.
Those people don't have a freaking single human blood cell in their body.
Who doesn't have a human blood cell? You talking about me? And Dad and Mako and everybody? Or are you talking about your fam, the pedophile boys? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, because I agree that people like you that are suspect as fuck and pedophiles in general are monsters and truly fucking should be, I don't know. I mean, I would say shot, but then again, being shot isn't, in my personal opinion, enough punishment. Maybe shot in the gut. That would be what I would suggest. Put him through a fucking wood chipper. Something that's gonna cause some great pain.
Right. I mean, this cocksucker has literally made the claim that his heart doctor told him that him quitting smoking caused him to have a heart attack. Dude, listen, there is not a doctor alive that's going to look at you and tell you, hey, if you quit smoking, you're going to have a heart attack. Yeah, that's what caused your heart attack, because you quit smoking cigarettes.
That's the first thing they ask you.
That's the first thing they tell you to do is quit smoking. I mean, been down this road. I mean, think about what he says. My heart doctor said that's why I had a heart attack, because I quit smoking 2 days before that.
You have a
He
really
is so full of
You have a
shit.
really shitty heart doctor.
He is nuts. He don't even have a specialist. He said, made a claim his heart doctor is his general practitioner doctor, general practice doctor. But he's so sick and disabled. Come the fuck on. Yeah, I'm sure heart doctors will treat you for a cold. Yeah, that's what they do. And with your state insurance, it's only going to pay for certain visits. So,
As I said, like a 3-year-old, mentality of a 3-year-old. That's exactly what they are.
well, Richard put his 3, you'd probably be
They
trying
can't
to
come
sniff
up
our
with something
draws.
of their own. They got to steal from somebody else.
Hold on, stop for a minute. What have we stole from you, Rich? I know you're going to see this, Rich. Come out, I'm asking you a question. What have we stole from you?
Your views and followers?
We yeah, right? I mean, what's left of your YouTube career? That's about it. You're basically
It's
canceled.
one hell of a YouTube career.
I mean, but what have we stolen from you? We put up your videos and point out the shit you say and do wrong.
He's not even like Barry. He didn't even have like a decent one.
If you're going to try to teach you how to work on cars, you have to try to teach them at least somewhat right by the book. Not off the wall shit you say. I mean, you're.
What do you think, Dennis? You think I should make all my videos public again? Just so they can nitpick at every friggin' one again and just say that.
It's funny you say this, but this video right here, this live is private still.
Why is Dennis the only? Is it Dennis your only friend? 'Cause that's the only dude you talk to on these motherfuckers, dude.
Well,
You're
because
as
it's
bad
not
as
going to
Barry and
change.
that one dude.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know I got one that's recording right now.
Barry and dead.
That's how they get their videos, because they record from the TV. You know, they go on YouTube Live.
No. I don't go on YouTube Live. I screen record and then I upload them as private. See, if you look like really close, you might see it. I don't know. I might
That's
like
private.
zoom in.
I mean, I had major eye surgery today and I can see that shit.
I might zoom in that way. It takes up the full frame. You just see Rich. I really don't like it when you guys can see it all on TV. It looks better if you just see, the video itself.
And they record off of that with a camera or something, or a phone. I could do the same thing, but
Nope, it's a 1920s wind-up fucking clock that I'm recording off of.
what would be the point?
Right, because you're not going to find nothing that I'm trying to show somebody and point out the flaws.
I did make a couple of channels,
It's not going
and
to
I
happen.
did actually,
Now, Rich is going to try to cover up. I think this is what he's going to say is why.
Not that I don't ever make mistakes. Hold on, I better correct that. Not that I don't ever make mistakes, but I wouldn't be saying, hey, look at me doing this and make a mistake and not say, hey, I just made that mistake. Don't do it like that. You know what I mean? You're not going to be able to do what we do to you, Rich, because we're honest, good people. Just like Mako is, like the other people. Honest, good, hard-working people. You're not going to be able to do that to us. What are you going to do? I mean, what, you're going to do our video and watch and just make fun of us like, you fat, ugly fucker, you stink, your mom's a dumb slut. I mean, what? But
anyways, this is where Rich is going to go. This is why he made his channels back to this dick220 usual shtick. Instead of Austin Bastard bitch and everything else. Because
I think it's going to got a strike.
Because he fucking... That's what I'm getting at. He got a strike, but he's going to try to clean it up and say he's gotten bored with it. That's not all it. That's not all it. First of all, Rich did that. He got no views. His fucking community page was only people making fun of him for doing it. And then one more thing, his dad's pushing 50, man. Can he go to the senior center and get some free meals?
You're fucking pathetic, Rich. And
Make
before
some
you talk about
videos
your
or some
disabled,
bad sayings about them on
I
it.
got twice
I'm bored
the
with it.
problems you got.
I'm not, you know, I'm not in it for those games, you know. I'm not trying to sit there and
No, you're trying to get the next fucking Warner Brothers dough for being Ghostbusters.
All right, I mean, you can't do that to none of our channels. What are you going to point out? What are you going to do, Rich? I implore you. You have our permission. Do this to us. Point out our flaws and show us as racist. Prove that we're racist pieces of shit. You know what I mean?
Find some chest-ass shit
You're an
while it's there.
habitual liar, dude. In this next video, we'll talk about more of your lies. You're an habitual liar, dude.
Yep.
You was too lazy to list a car on Facebook Marketplace. Seriously. I mean,
race somebody and make them out to something that they're not.
no,
You
you
know?
are.
Hang on.
Hold on.
I want to say something. Rich threatened us with this. He literally threatened, like, well, if you don't stop, I'll just start doing it to you. And I said, Rich, these are my exact words to you. And the comments are still up. Don't tease me with a good time. Come on, let's do it.
Right. I mean, we haven't done anything. They're your words, Rich.
Your little hollow fucking threats ain't
Okay.
fucking scaring nobody. Come at me,
You've
bro.
done this shit to yourself, not us.
As
At any time, you could have been smart and do what a smart person would have done. Shut your fucking mouth and just moved on and forgot about
you
it.
know what I'm gonna do?
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna do a fucking parody, you guys. I'm gonna stitch Rich's face on that fucking on that ending scene of Tombstone with Doc Holliday. Rich is gonna be the one guy that gets his head blown off by Doc, and he goes, "I was just fooling." I'm gonna be Doc and be like, "I wasn't." My favorite movie, you guys. My favorite western. That and The Outlaw of Josie Wells.
Yeah, I know. But you know what? When I did stop, I wound up having a heart attack. I quit
You
for
are
2
a
days
liar.
cold turkey beforehand. And I wound up in the hospital having a stent put in my arteries and a heart attack.
But, okay, I want to talk about this.
This way I've been living for, what?
The reality of it. Listen, if Rich required a stent in his heart, that means that there was already blockage there. Quitting smoking had nothing to do with that. Hold on. When you need a stent, I have a stent. Plaque builds up over time in your arteries and starts clogging it up, and then it's a time bomb after that. I mean, you don't even have to know you have plaque in your arteries. You know what I mean? He acts like quitting smoking gave him that plaque, no. It was the damage was already done. Whether he quit smoking or not, he was going to have a heart attack. If he required a stent, he was already going to have a heart attack. Don't matter if he quit smoking or not. It's nothing to do with quit
You know
smoking.
Rich weighed himself? He weighed 250 pounds.
He's a lying mother. He weighs 250 pounds in that fucking one chin.
And there's no reason that I'm so big.
I mean, put them scales, zero your scales out and step on them, fat boy. Show us what you weigh.
I'll show you what I weigh.
Right. I mean,
So now, dude, we all need to publish. We need Rich to publish this in a medical journal. Cigarettes are now healthy.
right.
We're living back in the 1940s, you guys.
Listen, the reason Rich does this is a fact. The reason Rich says this like this is so he can, because he's a coward. So in his own mind, if he were to look at it like, I know smoking, I'm going to die soon because I already have all these problems, he justifies it in his own mind and spins it because he can't face the cold hard facts that he is just not strong enough to quit smoking. He is too weak to do it.
The congestive heart failure was
justifies it,
not
hey,
from this. It was actually
Last time I
from
put out a heart attack, I do that again. It's cool.
in my
Your
lungs
congestive
and my
heart
legs
nothing
and
you
shit
didn't
like
have in
that.
your lungs, and it wasn't because of fucking your heart issue.
Right. I mean,
Look, there is a fucking YouTuber, and I'm not going to say his name on this channel, but he eats, like, I forgot what they call it. That's a name for certain YouTubers that eat food, like lots
a
of
foodie,
food.
like a foodie or something.
Mukbang or something like that is the term. But this person, literally, dude, needs a fucking mask to
A
sleep
CPAP.
in.
He has a CPAP. Where's Rich's CPAP? I mean, where's his fucking inhalers,
Where's
dude?
his nebulizer? I got nebulizer.
Right. Where's his fucking inhalers at? I mean, come the fuck on. Austin takes 3 different fucking inhalers, dude. They never smoked a cigarette in his life. I mean,
So,
where are these at, Rich? Where the fuck can you see that or not?
Bring it in right there.
I mean, where the fuck are all them puppers at? That's when you are such a lying piece of shit. If you had breathing problems, you would be on breathing medicine. They would have medicine for your lungs to help you breathe. You are such a liar, dude. And I don't know how disability is you do your shit.
Those little pieces of solder or whatever the hell they put in there in order to keep that back plate on there. The one that I got is actually rotted through the other side, but it's actually better than nothing. You know, it's still mostly there.
He smokes that cigarette. Man, they look at that shit. You smoking a joint, Rich?
And that actually just helps it fit up in there, you know.
And think about this, guys. Rich's last job was driving a minivan.
Oh, here goes another one, Dennis.
Think about all the time he sits in a car recording, dude. If disability, if he's getting disability for him not being able to work, and they see him sitting in his car all the time, that could be cause for a redeterm.
As long as I got money, I can pay my mortgage. And I also have a real estate agent, Remax.
You ain't on the site yet.
You don't get booted out of the house when you have a real estate agent.
Oh, yes, you do. Rich. Yes, you do, dude. Don't.
You only do that when you're selling a house, not when you're going under foreclosure.
They only boot you out when you're selling a house, not under foreclosure. What the fuck?
Why aren't you on the Remax website in Stanhope, New Jersey?
Right. I mean, no realtor's going to tell you to stop making your mortgage payment. Think about it.
At Brooklyn, whatever drive. Street, whatever it is.
I think he held up a plaque.
People
Was
are
that a
fucking
plaque?
stupid, man.
I'm sure.
Going to foreclosure, no real estate agent is going to help you. You're just going to be kicked out of your house. I was told that by all these other people that don't like me, that actually waste their whole page on posting videos of me, that I was going to be out in August or June or even July, and yet I'm still here. What does that tell you?
You said on your own mouth you had to be out by the end of September.
Even the last loan modification back in April, they were going to do a foreclosure on me then. Jersey does not like it when what the hell they call it, a third-party mortgage servicing company actually tries to foreclose on somebody who's in the hospital with a life-altering situation.
Real quick about
They
that.
don't like that.
Think about Rich's logic and what he just said. You don't think he's a liar and a justifier? Listen to what he just said. Fuck the law. And a judge has to follow the law, not what he likes, not what they like, not what any. He has to follow the law to the letter of to the T. So, in Rich's mind, since he was in the hospital, a judge is going to say, "Oh, fuck the law, Rich Fuller, you were sick. We're going to wipe this mortgage away. Poof, all your debt's gone."
Yep.
Think about what he just said, man. Whether they like it or not, the law is the law. It's the law for a reason.
And I don't care what kind of law somebody else thinks they're, a member of the bar or graduated law in Harvard or something like that. Unless I see proof that they're actually a lawyer and they actually have their certificates, I don't want to hear anything they say because they just don't know crap.
Then he would come change his story to something else.
Think about it, dude.
I'm actually experiencing it. There's a difference. And that credit card company that tried to sue me
This is real
ain't
talk.
doing squat either because I'm on disability.
Yep. Hold on. That's the most truthful thing Rich has said in 12 videos.
But hear me out.
Hold on. Because when you're on disability, the only person that can garnish your wages is the federal government. So they can take you to court and sue you as much as people want to sue you, but a state judge cannot order you to pay out of your federal check.
But I want to say
So
something.
he is telling the truth about that.
I want to say something.
I mean,
You're missing the point. He's bragging about not having to pay his debt that he owes somebody back.
That's the other half of it. Yeah.
I mean, he's bragging about that. Like, haha, I got free money. You can't touch me.
Right. I mean, you'll get the judgment. The company, whoever's suing you, you'll get the judgment. But it's not like you work a regular job and the judge can order your check garnished. They just can't do it when you're on disability. And most places won't even waste their time suing you if they know you're on disability because they can't collect. There's no way to enforce. Now, if Rich owned a bunch of property, I mean, they could put liens on his property and shit. But fuck, he's losing his house. He don't own nothing. What what good would it do to sue Rich for any money? What are you going to get? How are you going to get your money back? You can't get it out of a disability check. You can't. He don't own nothing you can take. He owes money on that Jeep. I promise he does. I mean, think about it. I mean, he's right. That's the most honest you've been, Rich, in any video I've ever seen of yours.
It pisses me off though. I make my credit card payments to my credit card company every fucking time it's due. Why the fuck does this 50? Why does my point is a 25-year-old man can do it, but a 55-year-old man can't. That's that shit I've laughed by his balls by that time.
That's why you're 25 and got a 750 credit score. I mean,
no, you know what it is. Unlike Rich, my parents taught me you never take something you can't pay back or get back. You don't take people's money unless you can pay it back.
Listen, I'll add some truth and some sorrow, some truth on you. I'll whine for a minute about my personal life. Okay, I'm 40. I was 43. I think when your mom died. At 43, I finally got my credit almost lined out to where I had like a 700 credit score. I had 4 or 5 credit cards. Then his mom dies. Well, now I can't afford to pay back all the credit cards, all the money I owe the credit cards. So my credit's fucked again. But I'm doing what I can do. You know what I mean? I lost literally half my income when she passed. I mean, I feel horrible about it though. It bugs me, man. Because these people trusted me. They gave me a chance when nobody else would to help me build my credit. And now I'm giving them $5 payments, $10 payments. Instead of the 50, the 100 I should be giving. And you got people like Rich out here, it's like, woohoo, I got a windfall, I'm on disability now. I mean,
it's the first of the month.
What are you talking about, the 6-year-old? What are you trying to say? Are you trying to pull this crap?
We all know what he's talking about, Rich.
Rich, I want to make something quite clear to you, but you're
Because
never
we'll
going
put you right
to
out
do
of here.
another live.
I got no time for
You're
this
never going to
stupid
fucking do
crap.
another video where you're not going
There
to
is
take
no
shit.
6-year-old. What are
It's
you
not
talking
gonna
about?
happen. For the rest of your YouTube career, you're going to take shit in every video.
Jesus Christ, these people
So
are
get
pathetic.
used to that block button, bitch, because that's the way it is. We all have to live with the consequences of the shit we say in our actions.
So this person's pathetic, but a 55-year-old man's only social life is this.
And again, folks, he claims he can't work, and he must have told disability, I can't sit in a car for that long at a time. Every fucking video, he does 3-hour videos sitting in his fucking Jeep.
Live streams.
Live streams, dude. That is fucking proof and evidence that Rich fucking lied on his disability application. That is proof.
Look, I don't have the duh face of somebody who's clueless, okay?
Look at that fucking face. That face looks like the man of a smart man. I mean,
he looks like a fucking a fuck-tarded bird. He looks like a bird that came from Barry Beamer's house that was inbred 7 fucking generations over and shit out. Then the cat ate half of it and shit it out.
You know who he is? He's one of the fucking pigmen off Grimm.
Alright? Man, I was watching some Narnia today at the eye doctor when I was waiting on my eye surgery. There was 4 or 5 careers made me think of Rich on that motherfucker. I mean, I was only watching it because it was on the fucking TV at the place, but
Next step is bye-bye, Matthew. Want to keep it up? Why don't you go follow your sausage swinger friends?
he probably is.
Get the hell out of my...
We appreciate
Okay,
you.
guys, I
You're
want to
welcome
say
over
something.
here.
I want to say something. If y'all want to comment to Rich, if you see anybody in the chat with a blue fucking Rich in the chat log, don't comment it. Wait until that person drops off. You don't see their comments no more popping up a lot. Then comment. And another thing you want to do is you want to make sure Rich is looking at his fucking phone. Don't do it when he's off gallivanting fucking off. Do it when he's standing in front of the phone. That way he has to see it. And if you time it just right with the 2 things I've seen you, he'll see it, he'll read it. Alright, you guys, sorry, technical difficulties. But, I mean, junk ass iPhones.
Or your sausage sniffers or whatever the hell they call them. Butt buddies.
Butt plugs, Rich. We're all butt plugs over here. And we're all up in your ass all
So
the time.
fucking
and you
pathetic.
can't
That's
handle
why I get aggravated, guys, because of that crap. But you see why I get pissed off, right? Stupid shit. Who the hell in the right mind is going to call a bus driver who's been driving for 30 years a pedophile? Really? Because I watch these people getting caught because they're clueless upstairs. That makes me one? Really?
No.
Since when?
Listen to what he just said. I watch these people. It's almost like he said, I do research. So I won't ever get caught.
The legality is what you always want to reflect.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like he said, look, I watch it. I would make that same mistake. Not that I don't crave it, not that I don't want it. It's just suspicious, Rick.
Every time they try and point that out, they just make themselves look more and more stupid.
Listen, that's what pedophiles do, is they insert themselves around kids. They find jobs to work.
That's what they've been trying to do. They try and deface me on everything they can get. We got one idiot in here that is actually,
Rich is a pedophile. I'm not saying he
what the hell is it?
I don't know if he is or isn't. I think he's suspicious, though.
Brian, he's a Brian Cabral
My
buddy.
opinion.
I mean, literally, he's a total pal. Personal liquor, okay? And he literally, every time I go on live, he records. And then, what is it? Poor Man's Speed Shop, they're the ones that get their video from him, too. Or from Mako, or whatever the hell his name is. He's another one. And I'm sure that Cabral gets his videos from Mr. Swinger.
But we have an ulterior motive, Rich.
That's
We
his
love
butt
it that you sit in that bed and talk all this shit. This is awesome, Rich. Keep it up. Spend a few more hours saying
We have another one that's been starting crap, too. But he's got no room to speak.
You know, this is
All the cars he shows, he's not working on them.
You're going to be all over that motherfucker. You watch. And it won't just be us. I mean, we're not the only ones to notice it. Him sitting in his van like this, man, for hours at a time recording. The only way he could have got disability, but the job he had, is to tell them he could not sit in a vehicle for that long and drive.
Alright, you guys. I'll move on to the next one, and I might do one more. I don't know.
That's fucking disability fraud. He ain't no more disability. He's lazy. And that burns my... Listen, I got no problem with people getting disability. Listen, I'm telling you, I'm cool with disability. But only if you're fucking disabled.
Ready? Listen.
Also told by my realtor not to pay next month's mortgage.
Listen to what he just said. Let's talk a couple facts on what he just said.
Hang on a minute. Pause it a minute.
Because my house will be up for sale in 30 days on the market. What do you think of that?
Didn't he delete this video?
Yeah.
Keep in mind, he deleted this video because he knows how... That's what I'm saying. You are an habitual liar, Rich. I'm going to point out fucking at least 3 things that's wrong with what you just said. First thing is, you're acting like if your house is with a real estate agent, they can't foreclose on you. The fuck they can't. That's the first thing.
Google it.
Misassumption. Google it. The second thing that you just said is, no realtor alive is going to look at you and tell you not to pay your mortgage payment. That's not going to happen. Because, especially if they don't tip you on, because they want you to keep the house so they can sell it. Because once you stop making your mortgage payment for 30 days, that's when your trouble starts. The third thing is, he just said he got a loan modification a month ago or 2 months ago and had to make 3 consecutive payments in a row. So if he don't make this next payment, that's going to renege on the loan modification, folks. And I don't know what kind of loan modification it was. Anyway, his payment didn't go down. Like he said it didn't go down. When you get a loan modification, it's to lower your payment. I mean, 3 things right there, Rich. Lies that just come out of your mouth. And you deleted this video because you knew this was about to happen. But you didn't hit the delete button quick enough. You're a liar. You look stupid, as usual. Fucking moron, man. Got me stuttering.
So, and one more thing I want to point out. This comes from the same man that thought fucking disability was ran by the state, not the federal government.
Right. I mean...
So, we'll be back for another one, you guys.
Because, listen, if Rich is drawing disability from any kind of state disability, then a judge can garnish that shit. It's a state check.